Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom right side as the green roost, so we got YZY. Spawn top left side as the pink Dynasty. We have a foreign name. As a map generation, I noticed these two deer deposits right next to each other, but these of course smaller deer deposits, so 5 each, so but 10 delicious pieces of venison is always quite nice. Over here, got 5 and a 3 deposit of deer. Mounted villager there. Some reason thought he had professional scouts already. My mind's a little bit melted at the moment. 2 gold deposits behind here as well, so he has a good congestion resource nearby. When it comes to other aspects, for green, I've got 2 large deer deposits over here, or medium deer deposits really. But they're separated, and this one's pretty off far the beaten path. You can see here through all these trees, there's actually not a lot of traversable land here. We do also have a deer deposit here. We do have a hunting cabin here. And we do have trade posts here, so emissaries from the Jin Dynasty are usable, to say the least. In the corner as well, decent amount of trees, so potentially quite securable with some walls. Do now the Golden Gate being established by the Roost player. Still provides, if I remember correctly, still provides the favorable trades, looks like every 50 seconds still. And for the Jin Dynasty, and that doesn't select anything just yet. In fact, Jin Dynasty doesn't even have enough food or gold, so I'm not sure what's taking him so long. The Roost player is able to age up pretty quickly, though then again he does have the base of the free gold from the sheeple, which does help out, and that's a lumber camp there. Next to a, what was that name of that weird tree? Wild Gouda Percha tree. This could be for a aggression, this could be for a faster age up. Guess we'll find out and see. We do have another great pasture here. It's a very fine pasture indeed. Basically gives you 1 extra grassland. Scout pushes his way forward. And looks like the scout is attempting to torch the hunting cabin there. My apologies. If you please give me a moment. I suddenly realized with this new headset and microphone, my audio balances are a little bit off. Let's go down to 40%. And hopefully that will make it a little better. I think some of the sound effects were just a little bit too loud. Do have a secondary town center being blown up by the Roost player now. Oh, it's from the Golden Gate. Like, that's where he got a stone. I was wondering, wait, I don't remember him building a mining camp next to a stone deposit, but he simply did not. Cabin taking some damage there. There's a lot of trees on this map, so you should be able to get the hunting cabins to great effect. We got a horseman here. More horsemans being blown up by the Jin Dynasty. Wooden fortress here will improve the wood drop off. We'll also apply to this town center here as well. And we've got a very large number of horsemen for the Jin Dynasty player. He's also gone for a grassland horse. Scouts are being pursued by a horseman. That must be the grassland. Don't know which one's horse then. Oh, I guess if you, depends if you highlight, that's the grassland horse. If I go this way, yeah, that's sort of weird. You can see here, no grass. If I go like this, when I get the grassland horse first, and put the grassland there. Not so much right now. Looks like the Roost player is going for a pair of spearmans. Archer range not going on up as well. With the wooden fortress here in the secondary towns, there's a good amount of villager storage of 16 villagers there. The castle turret is an excellent upgrade. Hunting cabin taking a bit of damage now. Each one's consistently getting about 35 to 30 to 35 trees, so they're providing a good amount of gold income. Spearman push right forward. The hunting cabin could be saved. Looks like he's going to task a villager to it. I think he will save it. Do now the mountain hall going on up. The mountain hall is acts as a monastery. Monasteries are 50% cheaper. Actually, I think this is a landmark I haven't seen yet deployed on the field for the Jin Dynasty. You usually see the free defenders. Generate karma by gathering resources near monasteries. Losing units decrease karma. At max karma, receive the blessing of the 4 heavenly kings for 60 seconds, which will give a massive building health regen. Villagers gather from farms faster. It's going to generate more gold, and your defenses provide extra defense. It says at max, how much will consume? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Interesting. Provides economy and defense. We do have some Mohai tribesmen. They have really low health. Right now, these Horned Spearmen do 28 damage per stab, so they will 3-shot these Mohai tribesmen. Looks like he just got done consuming something there. Looks like a deer deposit. I can see here, but I don't see. They stopped collecting, so there's a deer somewhere they can't reach. Maybe we'll skim along there. Either way. We do now have the draft horses. Increase villagers' wood gather rate by 50% and increase the wood capacity by 10% or by 10. As with the veteran Mohai tribesmen. The Roost player is not aged up. Do have some monks on the field for the Jin Dynasty. Archers and spearmen push right forward. Archers focus on the Mohai tribesmen. Very nice. They are veteran now, so they get +2 damage. Villager took some damage there. Fortified palisade walls have not been completed, and it looks like the hunting cabin's quickly being torched on down. Pumbaa now being obtained. Does pull back the villager there. The problem is Pumbaa is too close to the hunting cabin, so about 5 villagers. There's like 7 villagers will gather up. 1 villager idle. Just ask him elsewhere. Also, the hunting cabin providing a nice even 45 trees. Roost player is now going for some knights, early knights. He's not aged up yet, so age 2, so looks like his opponent will get all the relics and that karma. Let's see. Don't see any charges or numbers. Switch player. Don't see any charge number. I don't know how this exactly works, because I don't see any numerical notification of what the number is. We do have coat armor. Beside the wooden fortress, the castle turret is an excellent upgrade. Most of these units are archers, so they will have trouble versus wooden fortress. Speaking about archers, we do have a good contingent of archers over here. They may be down in age, but these Mohai tribes are more of a cheap archer variant. And they quickly all go on down. Up north, we've got Pumbaa now being obtained by the mounted villagers. I am curious how many mounted villagers can actually collect from Pumbaa at a time. Can 8 still grab there? It looks a little congested. The Ruse player does have a healthy number of archers, spearmen, and a couple more early knights. This one does have counters to early knights right now. Crossbowman on the build queue. Up here we do have the early knights taking out some villagers, very nice. Don't have any tributaries established there. May want to eye for some. Takes out a number of these mounted villagers there, very nice. Some of the archers take some damage as well. That is shrubbery there they're sort of hiding around in. It looks like got a grassland being built. This player has enough resources to age up with high trade house. That would be a great spot for high trade house, but may not be traversable. High trade house is right there. Decent number of shrubbery here. I am curious how much it would be. That would just be ideal. But sometimes your opponents just, or the people players simply just don't know. And not to mention, I don't think it's traversable. Nope. Not sure what that sound effect was. Was that the karma? Looks like karma's activated. Generating, holy crap, 9,000 gold? How long does it last again? 60 seconds, so you get 900 seems, wait, times 3. Each gold relic provides what, 80 gold times that by 3, so 240. That is, oh, that is not, that is plus 300%, so 400% in total. Got it. So you get additional, well, assuming you get more relics. How many relics does this player have? Only has 3 relics. Oh, does mainly build some of those defenders. May want to fortify that outpost if that's the case. And may want to really establish some farms around this monastery. After all, that is a lot of potential gold income. I don't see any charge counter for the karma. But losing units will decrease karma. I suppose they put enough villagers farms around it. It will also increase the food generation. I wonder if it prevents more karma being generated if it's active. That would be a good idea for balance wise, but if not, it could be infinite. It's a pretty good radius as well. You have some tributaries here, very nice. Just providing some extra food income. Going for a number of these emplacements, defender emplacements. Having a couple of these extra outposts around, providing extra defenders, so when your opponent starts trying to raiding them, you get some free heavy cavalry defender. It's a really powerful potential, powerful upgrade. Bruce player, of course, is aging up, going level 3 range damage, has a good number of archers and spearmen, needs to get the veteran spearman, and maybe some regular knights. Has 2 warrior monks in the field. Has claimed 1 and picked up a 3rd relic. Monasteries still look like pagodas to me. Another outpost going on up. Who's player looks like going with eye from Imperial Age as well. Getting close to it. Not sure what landmark you eye. We do have this neutral sacred site up there, so it probably won't be sacred site of victories based on these placements. Ooh! Forward with Skya Tower does have twice amount of health in all the weapon placements. Need to start providing us defense now. As a good number of archers and spearmen, will those actually get built? There's still a very healthy number of villagers here. A number of crossbow archers here. The problem is crossbows are not really needed against his opponent's current composition. Nesta bees on build queue, as well as some heavy cavalry. Iron pagodas. And this keep will be established. Providing excellent hard right there. 18 villagers get inside of it. And thanks to the secondary town center, they effectively have similar number of villagers providing the same amount of income. Going for siege workshop here, some battle rams would be after that. Here's the very fine pasture. We do have some traction trebuchets being established. Siege workshops being built. The extra health on the Skya Tower is going to be very useful. Not a lot of wood for repair for it though. He has not even collected up a single pebble. Only got some through the Golden Gate, which I'm curious about how many resources or charges it has. As one charge recently sold something for some gold. Veteran bed crossbows now being pulled in the field. Skya Tower is receiving quite a bit of fire from these traction trebuchets. A very healthy number of them on the field. That is a very healthy number of 8. 2 more on the build queue as well. Got these horsemen and a warrior monk trying to advance on the flank. Up north we do have these horsemen find some defenders. Spearmen push way forward. Archers firing away, finding a good number of horsemen. Right now the Dynasty has 54 units versus 46. Orangala is 11,000 favor of pink, 9,000 favor of green. Siege weapons really help out with that aspect. Capital now receiving some fire. And we've got a Nesta beam placement peppering up these battering rams. And Skya Tower has gone down. The Roost Tower has plenty of wood to get it repaired and up. Lacking gold at the moment. Mountain Monastery is currently not active. The Roost Village is starting to fall back now. They do have textiles. Horsemen, engaging horsemen. The Roost player does have elite horsemen. No veteran elite archers not on the way. He's going for mass trash units for the moment, not eyeing for any gold. Actually out of wood and food at the moment. He has a 30 villager advantage. When it comes to short value, pink has a higher short value than green by 3,000. Green has a resource collection rate better by 1,000. We now have the hardened spearman or veteran spearman research for the Jin Dynasty. More horsemen charging way forward. They do have Boyar's Fortitude. No biology being researched now. Wooden Fortress receiving some damage. No upgrades. Castle Turret is the most cost-effective upgrade in its arsenal. At least when it's fully garrisoned. Got the Pagoda Forest not queued on up for the Jin Dynasty. That's a lot of trebuchets. I could have sworn that was a Mangonel, but no. It has Nest of Bees. That is a large number of traction trebuchets. Vet 3 range armor. Does get some hits there on those traction trebuchets. They're sort of got thrown away there a little bit. More of the grassland posts popped up right here. There's Pagoda Forest. Cozy Garrison, 3 monks on the inside of it. But I do some wolves. Capital has been repaired. Taking some hits there. Horsemen not turned before, trying to deal with some of these siege weapons, such as Nest of Bees. Going to be engaging a good number of these traction trebuchets. Emergency defenders now popping on out. More defenders popping on out. Some of them being leashed on back. No wool. Battery amps now starting to go on up. A very large number of battery amps employed on the front line, looks like 6. More of these horsemen straight forward. Horsemen trying to raid some more of these villagers. So that's why we haven't seen anything else about the Roost Park. He's just going straight trash. Usually by now we see 24 Streltsy on the build queue alone. But we've seen none of those. There's been a decent number of these defenders. Of course, they're heavy cavalry, so countered by crossbowmen as well as spearmen. Looks like those forces do get cleaned on up. Roost Park's still max out population, has just a sheer number of archers and horsemen. He does get incendiaries now research, will help out with his siege damage, among other damage. Oh, that must be the monastery. Which of course gave his buildings a bit of health regen. You can see he's rapidly regenning there. But it looks like 2 battery rams, maybe 1 battery is enough to overcome his DPS. Or HP recovery. Sky Tower has been repaired. We do have a wooden fortress here behind it. Let's find a good number of spearmen there. And looks like the grassland's trying to be set ablaze. Horsemen pushing up north. Going for some more of these villagers. Looks like the karma has subsided. We do have Tithorn now being researched, in which it says gold income, right? Yep, so the other resource students should not get affected by the karma. And it looks like these heavy horsemen still... Oh, there's the conversion ritual. Doesn't convert to siege weapons, and I think everything escaped on now there. Oh, maybe these units got deleted. Wasn't paying close enough attention. That ability does have an enormous cooldown. Good number of archers firing away, getting some good damage on everything. Force them to push way forward, trying to overrun these archers. Unless the pagoda will be going down. Still just trash units by green. More archers, more horsemen on the build queue. Green did lose a number of villagers. I'm not sure they got called or got deleted. Either way, he has less now. High trade house currently providing, looks like 218 gold per minute, which is actually not too high. Archer is slowly slipping away from these horsemen. More banner rams push way forward. More banner rams now being summoned. More defenders being summoned. This one does being research defender in placement now. Town center starting to go on down. Pagoda Forest gets destroyed. Capital will be going down shortly as well. And that's a good chunk of landmarks now down. Is leading this mountain hall, yes. It says 3 out of 4. Yeah, Annihilation Victory is almost available to the Roost player. That's his last one that needed. Put him a horseman there. Do have the Spritskaya keep at full health and has more health now. Got to push way forward. Got a number of nested bees here. Horsemen overall good option against the horsemen and the archers. And the siege weapons, of course, with the extra bonus damage. Nested bees push way forward. Boiling oil has been researched by the Roost player. Horseman slowly going on down for green. He's now going for big round wave early knights. We have regular knights and pole axes being researched. Now it's going to get some premium units. This opponent does have a handful of spearmen, but nothing too significant, since most of the army's horsemen to counter the horsemen and the archers. Archers slowly being picked apart. Elite Knights now in the build queue. Horsemen trying to destroy that wall now, or gate. Up north, we do have a horseman being pursued and taken out. We have some of the... okay, those are defenders, not the Iron Pagodas. Split Sky Tower will be going on down, as Tefn took a bit of a beating. Those inside of it will be called. Bruce player right now is actually low in gold due to the sheer number of knights on the build queue, while Pink has a nice mix of resources. Bruce player is far from pop cap, may want to spend that wood, just get some horsemen out, just get some extra mass going. Only one tributary at the moment. Whoops, knocked over an empty drink. We have the spiky bits for the Nessa B, they're the best bits. Horsemen broken on through, we'll find a good number of stables on the field. Bruce Knights on the build queue. 58 are on the field. This is going to launch his counterattack now. For full axes, these are some of the best knights in the game. Bruce Knights going straight for those siege weapons. You can see these spiky bits going to do some damage on retaliation. Looks like they receive 10 damage per attack. Looks like these forces will be cleaned up by Green. He has a very high quality force right now. Army value is 6,400 versus 21,000, 22,000. Green has the quality to him. Pink is going for a large number of horsemen and a handful of spearmen, and going for some of his unique hand cannoneers, the Eruptor, as well as some of his unique swordsmen, which are anti-cavalry as well. They're like English or Wormguard footmen. Knights are starting to push way forward now. Swordsmen have 22 damage plus 12 versus cavalry. Here's these hand cannoneers, one Eruptor. They have 42 damage but less range, Janissary range. They're also a bit more expensive. Only by 30 resources though. Trophy of course much cheaper, costing 180 rather than 240. Bruce Knights are trying to push it forward with quality. We do have the Spiritual Awakening. Now probably a good time for it. Yep. There's the initial circle. Escapes out of it. Escapes out of that one. Keep running. And I believe all units escaped. Oh, it looks like a handful of Bruce Knights did not manage to escape. I see 3 Elite Knights. Town Center has not been repaired yet. The Pagoda Forest has been repaired. A Great Pasture as well. So Green has to take out 3 landmarks. More spearmen, more horsemen to be able to keep the Jin Dynasty. Whose players at the bottom of the screen, bottom of the barrel when it comes to resources. Knights push way forward. Number of defenders popping on out. Trying to call off more and more of these villagers. I forgot about the burst attack for the Stormlance. Does do 9 range damage. Problem is these Roost Knights have 8 range armor, so it's 1 damage times 4, so it's not great. None of the towns are being covered by Pink. I just realized Pink's down to 54 villagers. That's quite bad. Last time I checked, the capital's not repaired, so these towns are number 2. Roost Knights push forward once again. Roost Knights seeing some damage. Defender's replacement for the Jin Dynasty player. Now Jin Dynasty does have 140 military units field. His arm value is 15, which is still less than the Green's value of 22,000 due to the super high quality of the Knights versus Spearmen. This tributary will be cleaned on up. The other one has not been tributed. That is a very good number of spearmen. We've got 110 spearmen on the field. Right now, archers or Schultz wouldn't be half bad for the Roost player. Capital all under fire, or at least being set on fire. Roost Knights trying to rotate on back. Of course, they will be countered by the spearmen, but they may have enough quality to punch on through, but there's a lot of extra spearmen. Nice spear brace there. Roost Knights are engaging, and Cannoneer is firing away. Big rounds of Knights still got the full surround. Spearmen having trouble in connecting. And I think the Roost Knights will generally lose out in this fight. 2 many Spearmen, got 40 versus 102. When it comes to Troy value, got 101 versus 96. Looks like Green may hold on, but did take some losses, to say the least. Green's right now out of food and wood, has some gold to work with. And Green will clean up that army, but we already got another round of spearmen straight forward. Green's going for a big grind of Streltsy. I don't think he has the Serpent Gunpowder. No, he does have Serpent Gunpowder. Couple villagers both going down. Got some knights here, but being served by a good number of spearmen. Big round defender emplacement somewhere. In the back line. Trying to break through more of these gates. We do have, looks like more of these knights getting hit, peppered up by all the spearmen. Streltsy firing away. Those take out some horsemen there. Spearmen are going to have trouble versus all these Streltsy. Who's player now is finding to spend his gold, has low in wood and food. Both players are in the 70s villagers mark now, so not great. When it comes to army value, both of them have 1300, so it's pretty even at the moment. But we got these forces pushing way forward. We have some loose swordsmen or man-at-arms here. Against all these horsemen and spearmen, man-at-arms not a bad option, but I don't think he has survival techniques, not survival techniques, the army tactics. Inca is trying to gauge some more of these units over here. Man-at-arms just being sent in one at a time. Bruce horseman trying to lead a counterattack. Got horsemen over here. More spear in the center. That force to be cleaned up by the Streltsy. Over here, got more man-arms holding his opponent back. Pink's captured the central sacred site. And Canadier is firing away, getting some damage. Right now the Reese player is 25 Streltsy, 5-1 to build Q. He is not a pop cap. Right now green only has 2 town centers and a lot less villages now, 64. Pink is at 75. Of course, green's capital is also down, so that needs repairs before we can get more villagers going. Thing as well, right now he's lost 2 landmarks, so my trade house is down here, and the Golden Gate can easily be overrun unless he's been selling resources for gold. Not a bad idea. More outposts going on up in the center. I wonder if we can go for defenders and placements here. More Streltsy, more man-at-arms to build Q for the Roost player. Dynasty players going for a very good number of crossbowmen. And the arm tags looks like it's being researched. Seniors does not appear to be in the research. Actually, just got finalized now. Level 3 melee damage for pink. Green already has all the economic techs, including the economic, or all the techs, including economic ones. There's still plenty of gold on this map as well. Got a 8,000 gold deposit here. Scout going down. Pink is going to try to close the game now. Forcing straight forward. Charles firing away. Man arms charging way forward. Spearman push forward. Right now, green doesn't have too many spearmen, or none left. He has man-at-arms. Man-at-arms will be kind of with a crossbow. Schultz would like to shoot anything. More Schultz firing away here. These forces starting to play forced on back. Pink's starting to fall back now. This left flank will in favor of green. These forces are starting to withdraw. Another looks at these outposts. Trying to go for the upgrades now. Maybe we'll just some cancel. Comes the chance of them going down just likely. Couple units push way forward and gets cleaned on up. We've got a good number of shots in the field for green. 47 and 48 men arms. Crossmen firing away. Horsemen are engaging each other. Schultz has a very good defensive position there. Not really be able to be ranged all too much, nor does this one have any tribesmen to give any bonus damage onto them. Schultz pushing forward, hitting the crossbow line now. Crossbow starting to start a step away. Man-at-arms are trying to pursue them. He's trying to obtain a bit of gold there. Green's starting to fall back a little bit. He needs some siege rams, some basic battering ram from the BF bat, as well as some spearmen, veteran spearmen or elite spearmen research down the way. More of these machine workshops are going down. Crossbow and horsemen push way forward. We have now a keep going on up back here. Horsemen engaging horsemen. Schultz in a good position there. Plenty of choke points here for him. And we got the Warrior Monk there, getting a bit of Saint's Blessing, but I don't think anything was close enough there. Nesby gets a good volley there into the Schultz in the back line. Getting some more hits there on those Schultz with the Nesbys, very nice, but it looks like at this point in time needs some more Nesbys. More horsemen straight forward. Schultz is slowly whittled down. He needs to fall back to a Warrior Monk. Pink's trying to pursue a little bit there. Pink has an army of 22 horsemen, 26 in the build queue, 34 crossbowmen, 15 spearmen, 15 more on the way. Another tributary has been established on both these sides. Horsemen push forward. Of course, the gate there is a fortified palisade gate. This Strauss will get a lot of free defensive fire capability. Dynasty is firing away as well. Gate has been destroyed. Horsemen coming in for a pretty sizable flank. Trying to hit more of these crossbow and primarily the Nest of Bees. Strauss is still getting just shelled by these Nest of Bees. Good number of them about going down. Horsemen trying to flank around, hitting the Strauss from the side. Some of them are dancing. Looks like Pink's army will be clean on up there. Green's coming out for a counterattack. When it comes to destroyed value, Pink has destroyed value of 100,049 versus 157. So Green's turning that number around quite a bit, probably due to the Strauss being very good. Army value is in favor of Green as well by about 10,000 twice the value. Green also has an army of 101 versus 62. Which players max out population, so is Pink. Pink may want to cool down the villager production. Green is a little bit low on income floating. Horsemen hitting those Nest of Bees now. That will sound like some spear bursts there, but Schultz is still just generally firing away, getting some good damage done. Nest of Bees going firing away once again, getting some damage there. You have these horsemen working on the mill. Horsemen now breaking on through, trying to deal with these Schultz. Green took some losses that engagement. We do have a keep on the high ground for Green. And Kenny is firing away, getting some good volleys. And also the keep is taking out the Nest of Bees, very good micro there. Schultz behind the keep, just firing away, getting some great amount of damage done. These units are on the fall back now. Horses are going to be cleaned up, as well as some villagers that are over there. We got more stuff just being charged forward, trying to deal with this keep. The keep does get the garrison. Villagers trying to repair up the keep. Come gold this map. This one still has 8,000 gold. This one's larger when touched. This one is still larger than 8,000 gold as well. Plenty of gold in the map on both sides. Big ground defender emplacements. Green needs more battering rams. Actually out of wood. I mentioned other resources in general. Dynasty player has some good floats of resources. Schultz firing away. Schultz is slowly backing on off. The keep has 4,400 health. Siege Workshop does not get completed. Schultz's front line is starting to disintegrate, but the Schultz themselves are doing just fine for the moment. Looks like Pink's starting to fall back now, unable to break through to the Schultz line. Right now the race players have 47 Schultz, 15 spearmen, and 9 horsemen. Dynasty player is out of gold. The Pagoda Force probably off cooldown. Yes, it is. That's where the bamboo is. Trying to teach that, torch down that machine workshop, blah. Pink's backed off a little bit. Oh, and there's another Karma, which will give all his buildings some health regen. Pink's now trying to push forward some horsemen over here, just some stuff. Horseman gains him down the Streltsy. Horseman up here trying to hold back his opponent. And Dynasty has 60 horsemen, 14 cannoneers, and 10 spearmen. Horseman charging way forward, trying to beat Streltsy now. More the Streltsy's starting to get hit there. More horsemen push forward, spearmen as well. Keeps taking quite a bit of a beating now. Streltsy's still firing away. Keep is almost destroyed. Streltsy's still just firing away at every angle. Pink's starting to fall back there, sort of ran out a little momentum. Pink is actually pretty much out of food, has plenty of wood and gold to work with. Each player has plenty of food and gold to work with as well. He has another 12 more Streltsy in the build queue. More horsemen push way forward, Streltsy engaging. Got a good number of defenders here. Oh, those are mounted grenadiers, not defenders, my bad. Free defender that fires near the emplacement. Those as they go back on in. Forgot the fact that mounted grenadiers do in fact exist. Horsemen still just being pulled in the field, but mostly it's going to transition to some of the hand cannoneers, the eruptors. These eruptors have 155 health, Streltsy has 130, so they also have more health as well as more damage, with less range, of course. Green's course reinforcing, going for a bombard, has a healthy number of horsemen, spear, and Streltsy. One has a good number of eruptors, horsemen, and also going for some veteran pagodas. You got the elite pagoda research now going on now. Iron pagodas are, they do 23 damage and 1.5 attack speed, so a little bit slower attack speed. They have a lot of extra armor and health. Bombard now pulling the field. Hard to say who's going to win the fight, but it looks like Pink is starting to lose. Horsemen start to break on and hit those eruptors. The keep horse there has been destroyed. Green's bombard against Barak and bombarded by the Pink bombards. It looks like Green does get forced on back. Mine still has plenty of gold. This one has plenty of gold as well. And every player has 6 villages on gold. Back up to 121, it was 116. Horsemen and Eruptors and Iron Pagodas are being employed. The Iron Pagoda has right now 10-8 armor, so that's +2 melee armor. Good extra amount of health. Damage a little bit lower. After all, in comparison to a Royal Knight, or in this case, a regular Knight, they should have 29 base damage. Chelsea firing away. Chelsea probably have static emplacement now being activated there, increasing the attack speed even further. And found a good defensive spot there for Streltsy. The Raptors and Streltsy engaging each other. Got 30 Streltsy left in the field versus a 41. Streltsy engaging these Iron Pagodas now. More of the Spear now engaging these some of the Eruptors. Iron Pagoda slowly going down with Streltsy. Keyword slowly part. On left side you have this guy getting tricked by Spring Gold replacements. Eruptor slowly going on down. Right now, the pink player has 67 units versus 47 units. So when it comes to Arm Valley, has 18,000 versus 11,000. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone pretty hard there. So pink does have quite a bit of value on the field. When it comes to collector resources, he has a slight advantage as well. Big round of outposts, very big round of outposts. He does have a bit of stone there for defenders emplacements. We're gonna break through this wall there. We do have 29 Streltsy and 29 Spearmen left for green. Pink trying to break through that wall or gate, and looks like we'll get it. There's a good number of Spearmen to stop the advance. Bombard is firing away, of course. Hitting the Streltsy in the back line. Pink's trying to break onto Green's front line. I think it will be done. Streltsy did have static emplacement there, increasing the attack speed, but he does interrupt it. Iron Pagoda is slowly being picked off there, or most of those are horsemen. Right now, the Roost player has 19 Streltsy versus 37 Eruptors. More Spearmen on the flank. The Roost player he's out of wood, pretty much out of food, and not much gold as well. More of those forces going on down. Got more of these outposts going on up. I hear some defender emplacements coming on out. We got the Mounted Grenadier. Mounted Grenadier does 12 damage plus 8 versus buildings. He is classified as a heavy range cavalry as well, while not being classified as gunpowder, so crossbows would do bonus damage to him. Raptors push forward, Streltsy falling on back. Horsemen charging right forward, getting some damage on those Eruptors now. Streltsy firing away as well. More Eruptors in the back line. Some of the Streltsy trying to get statically in place. No upgrades on this wooden fortress. Bruce players pretty much scraping the bottom barrel of resources. Dynasty has some food to work with, plenty of gold and wood to work with. Bombard still firing away, of course. More Chelsea and Spearman on the flank, trying to deal with some of these Eruptors in the back line. Things trying to fall back. Big round of... Oof, that is a large round of defenders replacement. I think that's where Green's going to have trouble even leading his base now. As he advances towards his outpost, he simply gets overrun bait from free cavalry. Bombards firing away. More Spirit and more Chelsea. Who's better to get some wood stockpiled up? Chelsea gains some good work done when it comes to destroyed value. Pink has 25,000 destroyed value, or 2,500,000. And looks like Green does back the game now. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.